Days after President Macron's high-profile visit to India, Chinese President Xi Jinping has announced to boost China-France ties. Xi Jinping has said that China and France should jointly open up a path for peace, security, prosperity and progress for human development. On the 60th anniversary of diplomatic relations between China and France, Chinese President Xi Jinping offered to break new ground to give a fillip to bilateral ties between the two countries. Of course, developments coming in at this point of time, but of course, learning that days after French President Emmanuel Macron's high-profile visit to India, Chinese President Xi Jinping has announced to boost France-China ties. Meanwhile, my colleague Arzu Seth joins us on the broadcast to give us more on this. Arzu, what more details can you share with our viewers?
Asavi, Chinese President Xi Jinping has offered to break new ground to give a free to China-France ties days after French President Emmanuel Macron's high-profile visit to India. During the two-day countries unveiled an ambitious defense roadmap decided in intensifying cooperation in the strategic Indian Ocean and the Indo-Pacific region. Also, Macron's visit to India also coincided with the 60th anniversary of diplomatic relations between China and France, and also in his message on this occasion, she said, as today's world is once again at a critical crossroads, China and France should jointly open up a path of peace, security, prosperity, and progress for human development. China President attaches great importance to the development of bilateral ties, and he stands ready to work with Macron to take the 60th anniversary of diplomatic relations as an opportunity to uphold fundamental principles, break new ground, build up on past achievements, open up a new future, and make China-France comprehensive strategic partnership more solid and dynamic. This is what the official has said. And also, this thing that how Xi Jinping and also the China president is trying to, make the relationship between China and France more stronger. Yes.
All right, Arzu, with that, I'd like to thank you for joining us on the broadcast and sharing all those details with our viewers. Meanwhile, joining us on the broadcast is Mr. Sanjeev Srivastava, international affairs expert. So, India and France had established a strategic partnership in 1998. The two nations have been friendly for the past many decades. PM Modi attended the Bastille Day parade as chief guest of honor, and President Macron now attended our Republic Day as chief guest. Do you think somewhere or the other this is pinching Xi Jinping?
Well, Asavi, certainly India-France relationship is deepening, and it is sending a message all across the globe, and particularly China, that France is also very much committed to ensure the democratic rules-based order in the Indo-Pacific region. And the India-France relationship recently, when French President Emmanuel Macron visited, we are going ahead with so many defense deals, and obviously China is keeping a very close watch on it. But when this kind of a statement come from China with regard to having a closer relationship with France, obviously China is somewhat more optimistic about France's foreign policy, because France's foreign policy is having the element of strategic autonomy. And France, though they have a NATO alliance and they are alliance relationship with the Western countries, but France at the same time tries its best to maintain its own, strategic consideration and strategic autonomy as far as it could do. And that's what makes China more optimistic about France than other Western countries. And that is why, and let me just tell you, remind you that recently, in some time back, French President Emmanuel Macron had visited China too. And a kind of a statement he made there that made the Chinese more optimistic about their relationship with France. So I think because of because of the France's somewhat different strategic posturing China becomes more optimistic. But let me say at the end of it that when it comes to the question of strengthening and maintaining the democratic rules-based order in the Indo-Pacific region, or promoting, and protecting the values of democracy, I think France is not going to compromise. And China must understand this point, that France, though they are willing to have a good relationship with China, but when it comes to the core democratic values or the rules-based order, France is not going to have any kind of a compromise. But with India, obviously India is the largest democracy on the planet, and we have shared values with France, interests, opportunities, challenges. And the future of this India-France relationship is very bright. And certainly, China keeps a very close watch on it. And China will be must have been tracking all the development when President Macron visited India as the chief guest of our Republic Day.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.